Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans, Hope's shocker. Carter asked her to marry him today. What's Hope going to do? She has a big decision to make. She seems to be facing this dilemma. So let's get into what Hope's going to do next and how she's going to deal with this once the shock wears off. So today we saw Carter tell Hope that hope for the future is back. Carter was able to convince Ridge to reinstate Hope's fashion line. Carter is still fighting for Hope, the woman he wants to marry, and what a good wedding gift for Hope to bring back her line, so kudos to Carter. And earlier, Carter had pointed out to Ridge that everything has been made right except one thing. After all, Ridge is back with Brooke, Steffi and Hope are getting along, so why not bring back hope for the future? Carter told Ridge that Hope's fashion line is still relevant and deserves another chance. The big question would be, how would Ridge feel about it? He and Steffi are co-CEOs, but Steffi is away, and even though Ridge is making a unilateral decision here, Steffi and Hope have healed some things between them, so my guess is Steffi will be okay with this, with Ridge's decision, and that decision is, of course, that Ridge agrees with Carter. Hope is too talented to be sidelined for too long, said Ridge, and he told Carter, I agree with you. It's time to bring back hope for the future. So now hope for the future is back because of Carter. It's Carter who brought the issue up. Carter is fighting for hope, so this gives Carter some leverage now. Because, of course, Hope is conflicted between who she wants to be with, Carter or Liam. And to add to Hope's consternation, too, Carter is putting the pressure on Hope and asking her to get married today, right away. So Carter wants to get married now, right away. And we just saw Brooke and Ridge have an impromptu wedding in the CEO office. So are we going to see another office place wedding? Well, not so fast. We know Hope is really struggling now with which man she wants to spend the rest of her life with, Carter or Liam, and that's the big decision Hope has to make. Hope is delighted that her line is back, and Carter told her he never gave up trying to get it back for her. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, for your happiness, Carter told Hope. And Carter wants to get married today, so what's Hope going to do? She's almost facing a dilemma now because she's torn between her feelings for Carter and her reemerged feelings for Liam. And we saw Hope and Brooke have that conversation about this, and Hope put Brooke on the spot, asking Brooke who she thinks that Hope should be with, Carter or Liam. Of course, Brooke told Hope that that is only her decision that she can make, but Brooke pointed out Hope's recent history with Carter had some ups and downs, the difficult times with the takeover, and then, of course, Carter's connection with Daphne. Of course, Hope has had her ups and downs with Liam, too, over the years, and Liam has also always had that strong connection to Steffi. And to this day, Hope still doesn't know about those kisses between Liam and Steffi, neither does Finn, those kisses that started in Rome. Now, that was, of course, Liam initiated those kisses, and Steffi made it clear where she stands. But if Steffi was available, would that change things for Liam and who he would prefer to be with? Now, Liam has gone through an ordeal recently with the fake diagnosis, and that experience gave Liam a new perspective on life and maybe wanting to reunite his family with Hope now. And Hope, too, has that new perspective as well. Both Hope and Liam are being reminded of their past as a couple, the battles they went through together, losing Beth, and then that wonderful moment on the rooftop when Liam told Hope that their daughter is alive. That ordeal, of course, was because of Dr. Reese Buckingham, but also Thomas was involved in keeping that secret. Thomas was the enforcer of that, trying to prevent that secret from coming out, preventing Emma, Xander, Flo from revealing the truth. Thomas was trying to control everybody to control the secret. And today we got some insight from Hope about why she chose not to marry Thomas. Hope said she couldn't fully commit to Thomas because, in a way, he was part of that pain. That pain, of course, of believing that Beth was gone. Thomas knew the truth and wanted to keep that from Hope because Thomas wanted Hope for himself. And we recently saw Thomas return, but we didn't see any scenes between Thomas and Hope because the story now is about Hope, Carter, and Liam. It seems the show has moved on from any romantic possibility now between Thomas and Hope. And for Thomas, it seems he was able to put his differences aside with Brooke, and it seems he made peace with Ridge marrying Brooke. So that's good for Thomas to not obsess over all of that. And hopefully we'll see Thomas again in the near future. But Hope is flashing back to that rooftop moment when Liam fought Thomas and then told Hope that their daughter Beth is alive. And what an epic scene that was. So Hope and Liam have gone through so much together, and now Hope's feelings for Liam are reemerging, but she's engaged to Carter. Hope said her heart is confused. She loves both men, but which man does she want to spend the rest of her life with? That's the big question. This is Hope's decision to make, but we know what Beth wants. Beth told Liam she wants her mom and dad back together. And Ivy gave her 2 cents today too, telling Liam that Hope has a great opportunity now to reunite her sweet little family. So what happens next? Well, spoilers say Carter expresses excitement about marrying Hope, but it looks like Hope is going to pump the brakes on the spontaneous wedding. And Hope will have a good excuse because of the father-daughter dance back home with Liam and Beth. Spoilers say Hope decides to go to the father-daughter dance, and in the preview we see Carter telling Hope, "Go, be with your family." Hope going to the dance doesn't mean the wedding is off, it just means it won't happen right away, but will the time now spent with Liam and Beth at the dance, will that make Hope become even more ambivalent, more torn, more conflicted about what she's going to do? Carter is fighting for Hope. He's the reason Hope for the Future is back. Is Hope going to feel indebted to Carter now because of that? Is Hope going to choose to be with Carter? Or is the writing on the wall, will Liam and Hope reunite because of Beth, because of their history, because of the battles they went through together? Or will Hope choose Carter, the man who is fighting for her now, the man who persuaded Ridge to bring her fashion line back? And could we see something unexpected? Liam maybe proposing to Hope. That would certainly complicate things even further. And if Hope does end up reuniting with Liam, could this have negative repercussions for her? Will she lose Carter as an ally? Will Ridge not like that Carter fought for Hope to bring her fashion line back, only for Hope to go back to Liam and leave Carter heartbroken? And if Carter does end up heartbroken, Daphne will be there, waiting in the wings to be there for Carter and maybe even start to build their romance. This could all be leading up towards Carter and Daphne being together and Hope and Liam reuniting. So we'll see if things go in that direction. But Hope for the Future is reinstated. Carter brought Hope's line back, and now he wants to get married right away. So after the daddy-daughter dance, what's Hope going to do? Will she and Carter end up getting married after all, or will Hope choose to reunite with Liam? Hope has a big decision to make, so stay tuned to see who her romantic choice is going to be, Carter or Liam. We'll keep the updates coming. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.